Hello everyone! How's everyone doing today? I hope well. Alright, so we've stopped on the Silk Road. So we're gonna continue along this path. And in a moment we're gonna hear... Here we are. Listen to this nice song. If I'm not mistaken, this song is also... It sounds a lot like the Titan Quest main theme that plays in the vanilla Titan Quest, the one that was before Immortal Throne. I could be wrong though, but I'm pretty sure it's like a variation of the same tune. Yeah, pretty nice. Alright, and here we're now finding the Yetis. And in this game the Yetis, well, they're pretty big as you know, and they do manage to withstand quite a fair bit of damage before going down. Pretty much tanks, but they're extremely slow, so you can use their slow speed to your advantage. And of course, you probably already have heard of the Yetis because they're, you know, quite a well-known cryptid. I don't think they're not really from mythology, but they're known as the cryptids, so they're from cryptozoology. Cryptids are sort of a little bit different to mythical creatures, although there's probably an overlap, but the cryptids are mostly the creatures which are believed to be true by some people, and there's loads of different cryptids of course out there. You might have heard of Loch Ness Monster and Chupacabra, and yeah, Yetis are among the most well known of those. They're believed to be residing in some of the mountainous regions in parts of Asia. So yeah, in here we'll be encountering many more of them. We're also meeting quite a lot of saber lions around here. So if you ever need to farm for the saber claw, then this is a good place to do so, because there's a lot of saber lions in these areas. And the Yetis, they drop Yeti fur, and Yeti fur gives you cold resistance and cold damage, I think, as well. And obviously Yeti fur is good to farm in this area as well, because there's a heck of a lot of Yetis around here. Yeah, so it's quite a repetitive sort of part of the game. There's just a lot of climbing into the mountains, and it's gradually getting more snowy as you keep ascending to each new area. But there's a lot of Neanderthals here, as you noticed. Alright, this Bactrian woods part is the one that has a lot of Yetis in particular. You'll notice, here we go, our first Yeti fur. See, we can keep sort of going around them and stepping away from them and just pretty much kiting them, because they're very slow. So we already found 2 Yeti furs. We're gonna combine them. There's one, there's another. Cold damage and cold resistance. It's quite interesting how when they fall in a ragdoll fashion, sometimes their heads just go in weird directions, spin around and stuff. And a lot of the time Yetis fall into funny poses. The big Yeti, the Gargantuan Yeti, who will be a mini boss later on, he will be especially always ending up in hilarious positions. Okay, so it's this way across this rocky bridge. And now here we'll be meeting another new enemy, the Pengs. Here they are. These little winged demons. Or beasts actually, they're not demons, according to the name over there. And here you saw they drop Pengclaw. Pengclaw is actually a pretty nice monster charm because it deals you flat damage. So by the time you complete it has quite a good flat damage bonus. Flat physical damage bonus, that is. So when you put it on your weapon, and if your weapon has, if it's a weapon that has +% to physical damage, this flat damage you've just added will be greatly amplified. So Pengclaw is a nice monster charm for melee characters. It's also good used in some of as an ingredient in some of the artifacts, of course. And these areas are pretty good for farming the pengs for the peng claw. But yeah, I don't know a whole lot about the pengs in the mythology. I only just checked a bit. Apparently in the mythology they were creatures who were like fish at first, and then the fish would just grow wings and start flying. Apparently the fish was called Kun or something, and then when it turns into a flying creature it becomes a peng. So that's a bit of an interesting idea there. I wonder how that idea came about. Who came up with the peng? Okay, well, let's get down from here. There's a lonely Yeti walking about, so we're gonna cast Squall on him. Well, we're probably not gonna do that much on him, since they're pretty tough. So we're gonna get down there and fight him up close. That was really funny how he fell. Anyways, let's get going. We're almost actually at the next village. Just gotta clear out this area around here. There's a lot of Neanderthals around here, so I will be speeding through this part obviously, because there's nothing new around here. There's a bow that we just picked up, a green bow which we'll sell. Yeah, Act 3 is an interesting act because it's a pretty diverse act. I mean, you traverse a whole variety of areas. You know, we started in the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, then we went into the mountains, and then we're gonna go into the tropical woods, and it's just a huge variety of areas in this act. Unlike the previous two acts which we've been in, which had more or less very similar areas going throughout. So the Greece had a lot of grasslands, like smaller grasslands, a lot of dry areas, and Egypt was of course a desert throughout. Then Act 3 is very diverse, and Act 4 is sort of diverse as well, because it starts in Greece and goes into the underworld, and then after that it's in Elysium. So yeah. Alright, so we're now in Shangshung village. I hope I pronounced that right. And this guy gives us a side quest to kill a gargantuan Yeti. Apparently, yeah, so Gargantuan Yeti is an optional boss actually, because you can actually just run past him. But if you kill him, you get the experience and complete the side quest. And here's another guy who gives us a side quest around here. And this guy gives us another side quest called Mystery in the Mountains. And this side quest is actually, well, it's a bit of a lengthy side quest because there's a few things to do, but eventually we're gonna be fighting Barmano at the end of the side quest. So Barmano is an optional boss as well. That's the Neanderthal warlord, who is infamously known for stunning people and then dropping avalanche on them. Alright, so let's just quickly look at the trader before we go.
I see people travel east, I see them go west. Never have I seen so many monsters.
Me neither, mate, me neither.
What can I do for you?
Alright, so we sold all our crap. I just buy some health potions before we go. And that's it. Don't need to buy anything else from him. Didn't have that much that we needed. Yeah, but don't really need to respec anything. I think our skills are well placed. We're doing alright. So we're gonna attack this rebirth fountain and continue. We're gonna continue to the Natalja Pass. So this has been our third portal in Act 3. That's pretty fast. We reached third portal already. I mean, we only started this act. As you notice, there's a lot more Neanderthals in these areas, but there's also a lot of pengs. There's particularly quite a lot of pengs around this area, the Natalja Pass. So it's good to farm. It's pretty convenient actually, because whenever you need to farm for peng claw, you can teleport straight into that portal back in the village, and then just walk through this area, or just go backwards, the part we've just been in as well. So it's just pretty much all around that village. There's pengs. Another good place to farm peng claw is the Great Wall, which will be a little bit later in this act. So Great Wall has plenty of pengs as well, because those ones are red, not blue, but still, they still drop peng claw. So yeah, I'll just summarize again all the good monster champs to farm around these mountainous regions. So we got the Peng Claw from Pengs, we've got the Yeti Fur from Yetis, got Saber Claw from the Saber Lions, and also a little bit later we're going to be encountering some raptors, so Raptor Tooth is a good place to farm around these areas as well, just a little bit later, probably in the next episode or so. Just picked up quite a bit of Yeti Fur, but I'm not going to combine it yet because our battle marker, I've still got the effect of battle marker. I'm going to explore this cave around here, and if you notice there's these rhyme sprites around here. You might have noticed how easy it is to kill them. They're actually pretty easy. They don't do that much damage or anything, and they go down in a single hit each. There's quite a lot of them, and they actually breathe this frost breath at you, and sometimes on a rare occasion they can actually freeze you, which isn't so bad if it's just them, but when they have the djinns with them, like here, then you could find yourself receiving quite a bit of damage whilst not being able to do anything. Alright, and there will be other sprites later on. There will be fire sprites we'll meet in this act as well. Actually, we already met them in the Temple of Marduk, completely forgot about that. Yeah, if you remember, the fire sprites were pretty easy as well. Alright, well, let's just exit this cave now, and we'll continue. We'll stop very soon. I forgot to combine these Yeti furs. That's 4 pieces already found. Just 1 more piece and it'll complete an entire charm. It's impressive. I found all 4 pieces in just this episode. Alright, so we just crossed this bridge here, and there's a rebirth fountain here, Natalja Ridge. We'll stop around here and continue in the next episode. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.